Hello, what blows my turbo peoples? Welcome back to Wednesday over the road edition of What Blows My Turbo.
Emory Joe,
You've been driving a truck a long time.
get on with the show.
Alright, so something that really blows my turbo, okay? You're about to hear every half a mile this has been happening to me. Beep. Got some kind of sensor going bad on my truck. But Jesus Christ, that's all I've heard for, oh man, about 1,000 miles. But I stopped and got looked at, you know, so it was just a little sensor thing. Wasn't gonna mess with, you know, the performance of the truck. But so I'll get it down to the yard here where I work at, and they'll get it fixed up, you know, save the company, get a little bit of money. But beep. That's all I've heard is my truck screaming at me saying, "Help me, please." Oh, there it was again. Beep. That's all I've heard. It's driving me crazy. More crazy than I already was. So I don't know how much crazy I could get. But here I am. Crazy. You know, but all these newer trucks, there's so many more bells and whistles, you know, adaptive cruise control, lane departure system, you know, following whenever I get too close to a car, which really ain't close, like 4 or 5 seconds, you know, close to a car, you know, this thing will start beeping. You know, I'm gonna turn this camera around, that way you get some footage of how close I get to a car, and then the truck will start beeping at me again. You know, it's just bells and whistles, bells and whistles, beep, beep, blah, 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 beep, beep, blah, 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 beep, 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 blah. Drive you ape shit, for real. Alright, so here we go. That's my truck still screaming because of the sensor. You know, right here, you could probably fit, you know, 2 trucks with trailers in between me and this car up here. I got it kind of zoomed in on it. Now it's about a truck and trailer length. But the thing is, there's always something beeping, man. Just beep. And so when you're driving the white line there, we call that the mayonnaise. Alright? And then the yellow line over there, we call that the mustard. So try to keep this thing between the mustard and the mayonnaise. In this footage, what blows my turbo people, we have blizzard-like conditions, you know, without the accumulation, just real heavy winds, you know, snowing like crazy, you know, and it's really important when you're in those situations, you know, whether you're driving a big truck or you're driving a car, you know, you really want to take your time and just, you know, just be comfortable, you know, and if at any point in time you're not comfortable, you know, like I said, either in a big truck or in a car, you know, a pickup truck, whatever, 4-wheeler, you know, find you a place to park, you know, and just park. You know, it's always better to be safe versus sorry. You know what I'm saying? And an ounce of prevention is always a pound of cure. But you know, so that brings me to, you know, something that us over the road people, you know, kind of suffer through is, you know, we go from one extreme weather condition to the other. So, you know, you have to have your truck packed and properly, you know, prepared with supplies, you know, like food, blankets, you know, water, you know, you never know, you know, especially, you know, when you go up north, you hit big snowstorms and stuff, and then you come back down south and it's 70-some degrees. You know, it really wreaks havoc on your sinuses, you know, it make you sick sometimes. You know, it make you feel like crap. You know, so we went from the snow yesterday, and I'm gonna show you what we got going on today. We was in New York yesterday, and today we're in North Carolina. Yeah, there ain't a daggone cloud in the sky. And I think my phone says it's like about 75 degrees outside. So I went from, you know, a 30-degree day to a 75-degree day. You know, I mean, that's a drastic difference. You know, they'll try to keep, you know, the truck temperature fairly consistent, but it was like I woke up this morning, you know, my throat was just sore as all get out. You know, and I was stopped up like I ain't never blew my nose. Like I just had boogers in there for years, man. The joker was stopped up bad. With all that being said, you know, whenever you're traveling, whether you know you're in a big truck or you know you're in a car, you know, four-wheeler, what have you, you know, check your weather. You know, map out what you're gonna do. You know, see what's happening. You know, up the road, you know, especially fall time, you know, time of year. You know, going from down south to up north. You know, it's like it's liable to be 80 degrees in North Carolina, and then I go up to upstate New York and it'd be 2 foot of snow. You know, so you know, make sure you got your provisions. You know, water. You know, extra blankets, extra clothes. You know, food. You know that you know you can open up. You know, just kind of eat on the fly. You know, just in case something happens. Stuff happens because you know stuff happens. And, you know, an ounce of prevention is always a pound of cure. And with that being said, my name is Emory Joe Earls, and I support that message.
Emory Joe, get on with the show.